Investigation into the two state reps in their sex and cover-up scandal. A summary of the investigation into Todd Courser and Cindy Gamrat has now been released. We have a copy of that. And the special committee that will investigate further now set to begin first thing in the morning. So the Now's Jim Kirchner has been on the case since it broke weeks ago. He's live in Lapeer, where Courser lives and works. And Jim, I assume you're now armed with that report.
Yes, we've gone through this. State Rep Todd Courser is here in his Lapeer law office. More on him in a second. But what was released today is only a brief summary. This investigation is hundreds of pages, and it will go to that select committee first thing in the morning. But what has been released is blistering. Take a look at the findings. First off, both Gamrat and Courser committed misconduct in office. Both are not credible witnesses. They're deceptive, deceitful, outright dishonest. That's a nice way of saying they lied in their statements to investigators. Further, they misused state resources to cover up their affair. One staffer who worked for both refused to send a fake email that was a deflection of their affair back in March, and the Gamrat knew about that email, contrary to public statements she's made, and they used state resources to gather constituent lists, software put together so that Courser could decide whether he wanted to run for state congressional, or 10th congressional district here in the state, and Gamrat to run as a Republican National Committee woman. Now, back here to Lapeer. Todd Courser is an attorney here in Lapeer. He is here. He walked around during the lunch hour with 3 of his 4 kids, but he has declined to discuss this latest finding in the investigation because he said he has not had a chance to read the summary. Both he and Gamrat have refused to resign so far. The next step is this committee. This committee has a lot of power. We're going to lay out what this next step is, and it's huge. First thing in the morning, that's coming up next hour at 5. For now, I'm live in Lapeer. Jim Kirchner, The Now, Detroit.
All right, Jim, thank you for that. Coming up.